Oh, no, 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 no.
Hello, boys and girls. We are here for the second episode of the ASTON story. As you could see, we had a terrible time against Man City, but fortunately, that was the only goal that we conceded in that match. 1-0 loss against Arsenal and then 1-0 loss against Man City. So we didn't really start very well our Premier League campaign, but fortunately, after this, we managed 4 1-1 draws and 1 2-2 draw, and we managed to win against our neighbors Wolverhampton Wanderers. Wolves with a goal from one of our new signings, Nicolas Gonzalez, who scored just 7 minutes in his debut. Besides this, in the Carabao Cup or the English Football League Cup, we managed to defeat Coventry 3-1 with a wonderful free kick goal from Ashley Young, who shows that he can do it on a cold night in Coventry in the middle of the week. On the transfers area, we didn't make a lot of moves. We managed to bring in Nicolas Gonzalez, and here Bayern kind of helped us because they made a low offer and the management of Fiorentina refused the offer, and he got upset, requested a transfer, and they listed him for only 24 million. So we managed to get him, offered him quite a good wage, managed to beat Bayern to his signature in the end, which is great for us. He is a great player for Premier League level. Besides him, we brought in Luciano Ferreira, also a winger, but who can play also as a kind of a trequartista or attacking midfielder here. He has very well balanced attributes overall. He can play a role around the first team as a substitute or as a backup. We managed to sell Frederic Gilbert to Everton for 6 million. In terms of staff, we managed to bring in the scouts that we presented in the last episode, and due to this we went in scouting in word knowledge from this to this. If you don't know where to find this screen, you need to go to scouting coverage, scouting assignments, and then you select here from the left side not scouts but world knowledge, and then you will have all this beautiful map with all the knowledge that your club has in scouting. Going to the tactics that we used so far, we started with a catenaccio tactic where we had 3 central defenders, usually using Konsa or Bednarek here as a central defender. We are still missing Diego Carlos. He's with a damaged Achilles tendon, coming in 4 or 5 months, so we will still miss him for a long period of time. But we started with this. This is quite a defensive tactic, helped us against Man City because outside of that howler of Emi Martinez, we didn't concede any other goals. But in other matches against, let's say, mid-table or lower mid-table opposition, those teams don't tend to have that much of the ball and they don't want to have the ball. So you need to have a tactic that kind of helps you to put some passes, to build up play and so on, so that you can take the opportunity when you are playing with those teams that kind of hoof it long or play very direct passing or like to play on the counter and so on, so that you can dominate possession. And for this I brought in 2 more tactics. Is the 4-2-4, which is not really a possession tactic, is more of a gegenpressing. It is a little bit risky, this kind of tactic, so I tried a 4-3-3, a classical vertical tiki-taka with Bouba Kamara usually here as a defensive midfielder, then box-to-box midfielder and a playmaker, usually playing these two like this, with McGinn as a box-to-box and Douglas Luiz as an advanced playmaker. Of course, Jacob Ramsey, very good player. He can play there as an advanced playmaker. He is also quite good even as a box-to-box. So sometimes I use him, sometimes I use Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz can play also in this role as a defensive midfielder, very versatile. We have other players around the team that can play there. Currently we are only 15th in the Premier League table. What I really like most is that we have a goal difference of 0. This means that we didn't concede so many, so our defensive efforts are also quite good from this point of view. We are heading into a match against Leicester at home, a team kind of the same value, let's say. I'm expecting at least a draw from this match, but let's see. And we're going into the match against Leicester with pretty much standard formation. We play Bailey and Gonzalez on the wings. They are playing also 4-3-3, so kind of similar. My hope is for us to keep more of the possession. They brought in Marcus Thuram, who is a very good player as a left winger. They have more points than us, they are higher than us in the league, and we need to take something out of this game in order for us to close the gap against them and the other teams that are there in the mid-table. And we are starting with short passes, Minks to Konsa. Then on the right side to Cash hoofs it to Bailey. Bailey presses there and manages to recover. Very good, Leon Bailey. Oh, but he lost the possession. Now Nicolas Gonzalez. Can he bring back some danger? And it should be a penalty. Yeah. Simon Hooper blows his whistle, so should be a penalty. Checking. Penalty review, and VAR says it is a penalty, and we have a penalty here. It's Nicolas Gonzalez, and he scores. Not a great shot, and their keeper managed to guess the right corner, but he scores, and we are 1-0 up against Leicester. Not a lot of power behind that shot, but overall a good shot. It seems the possession it's pretty much split, 49% to 51%. We are heading close to the final 10 minutes of the first half. Now 6 minutes until the first half, and we are starting with some very short passes from the back, building from the back here. Leon Bailey to Matty Cash. Leon Bailey has some doesn't run. McGinn dribbling. Changes on the left side to Nicolas Gonzalez. Nicolas Gonzalez keeps the ball. Now Digne. Oh, Nicolas Gonzalez. Wonderful recovery. And he scores. 2-0 up against Leicester. Very good. Excellent chance created. Build it up by Nicolas Gonzalez. He made a wonderful recovery here after a bad pass from Digne. So another goal for our new signing Nicolas Gonzalez as we're heading to the break against Leicester. It's 2-0, but we have another highlight just before the break. 42nd minute. Ndidi with a long pass for Vardy, but it's Konsa. I think Konsa is probably outside of Diego Carlos, who I didn't manage to play yet because he's injured. Konsa is the best central defender that we have. He is a little bit better than Tyrone Mings in my opinion, and he is younger, so he still has 5 years to Mings. Now Bailey on the right side, back pass to Cash. Cash keeps the ball, very well controlled for Cash. Now Kamara, McGinn. Oh, what a shot from John McGinn. I did not see that coming. And we have a corner. It's Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey in the near post. Leon Bailey again, another cross. No, he cuts inside. Pass to Minks. Coutinho now. McGinn with another shot, but goes above the crossbar. A lot of highlights just before the break after pretty much 40 minutes without much highlights. Oh, long pass to Vardy. Vardy is just him and the keeper, but Vardy misses. Ooh, Vardy is very hard to mark, it seems. We're heading for the break. It's 2-0 for Aston Villa against Leicester, and I'm pretty happy about it. Let's see if we can maintain this level of performance in the second half. I am expecting for Leicester to make some changes, but they didn't do any changes so far. 15 minutes into the second half. They are starting building up from the back, so they will probably try to... Oh, Bailey with a wonderful recovery. Bailey. Shot and hits the bar. Or was it saved? but a wonderful shot, very well placed, and very good recovery from Leon Bailey, who was, let's say, below par, below my expectations in the first matches in this season. So 2 substitutes brought in Ings and Jacob Ramsey. Ings for Ollie Watkins and Jacob Ramsey for John McGinn, so no changes in the formation or in the tactics. Coutinho now, Camara, Jacob Ramsey, back pass to Konsa. Konsa is not in a hurry, but has a bad pass there, and we are recovering. Now Ings, a long ball to Nicolas Gonzalez. Nicolas Gonzalez has wonderful speed. Cuts inside. Gonzalez across, and it's Ings fighting there. Ings scores! Oh, what a goal from Danny Ings. 3-0 against Leicester. Things are going quite well. 82nd minute, a counter here with Nicolas Gonzalez, wonderful pace. And a cross. And then Luke Thomas was fighting with Ings, but Ings is faster and has more experience playing there in the box. Now a corner, Bailey, far post. And they managed to clear. Now Mings, a pass to Coutinho. Bailey finds Ings, and Ings scores. Was it offside? I don't know. Goal is disallowed by VAR. And no other highlights. Full time 3-0 against Leicester. The match went much better than what I was expecting. Nicolas Gonzalez has a wonderful day. Very, very good match overall, and I was pretty happy about it. We managed to climb 2 positions. We are on 13th place with 11 points and plus 3 on goal difference, which is very important for me. As I told you earlier, we have an unbeaten run of 7 games, losing the first 2 games in the Premier League and then managing 5 draws and 2 wins in the next 7. We will meet again in the next episode, somewhere close to the winter transfer window, where we will see how things are evolving and developing. But keep close, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe for more Football Manager stories. ASTON Story, 2nd episode. Thank you for watching and stay tuned.